This week's episode of Here For It Podcast is brought to you by time clocks. You know why it's brought to you by time clocks?
I was thinking about getting a time clock for the bathroom because that'd be
It's because we're reclaiming our time. That's why.
Damn,
this episode
shit.
is brought to you by reclaiming your motherfucking time.
Yeah, Lil Duval.
So, absolutely, we are definitely reclaiming my time from The Breakfast Club.
Amen.
I'm definitely reclaiming my time from Valerian.
Oh, wow.
I'm definitely reclaiming my time from my goddamn coworkers. And I would reclaim my time from Bobby Valentina, but I never clocked in over there.
Valentina. So do you use A, B, C, D for your bullet points, or do you just use like the little circles, or do you use 1, 2, 3, 4?
Asterisks.
Because you sound really pressed.
Yeah. So I'm reclaiming my time from all of them niggas except Bobby Valentina because I didn't clock in over there. So she has
Bobby Valentino. I know that you keep saying Bobby Valentina. Is it shade? It might be shade. Is it shade?
Clock in.
Okay. I need a time clock.
Clock in.
Because I'm doing research.
I'm about to reclaim my time from you in a minute.
Well, I'm definitely reclaiming my time from Charlemagne, who, even as he was trying to clean up the mess in the 10-minute video with the Lil Duval, she gotta die if they miss her. Okay, so y'all know the story. But in the cleanup video, Charlemagne said, if they girls, can they really boycott the Breakfast Club, LOL? And he starts giggling. See, you can't even do the cleanup right, girl. You wipe front to back when you're trying to get the shit off you, girl. You wipe it all of the ways. You just smearing it around.
He's the type that would smear shit into his pussy trying to get it out. He's not the cleanup woman. And while we on the subject, who is Lil Duval? I don't understand what the fuck a Lil Duval is.
Where is he
He's from Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, you know more than me.
Which is
they always be from Florida. When you see the shit in the news, it's always somebody from damn Florida, girl.
Yeah. So he's from Jacksonville, Florida, and he brought Jacksonville, Florida values and ideals to this conference. And I don't know who she is. If it weren't for Wikipedia gave me like D-list shit at best of what
I was gonna say, because Kaya's from Jacksonville, Florida. She gave us Steer. She gave y'all My Neck, My Back. It's a hit 20 years later.
Well, I guess she the representative of Jacksonville because it definitely
it showed like Lil Duval.
It ain't Miss Duval.
Give Kaya the keys to the city.
I'm wondering where Breakfast Club's Donkey of the Day for itself came in at. Like, how come y'all didn't figure out that y'all were the Donkey of the Day?
Okay, before we get too far, well, let's go back. Trans women do not deserve to die because straight men are too sensitive about their emotions, that they saw a trans person looking good and they did get hard and piqued their interest, and they walked over and started talking to a trans person. And according to the story they were telling on the Breakfast Club, if Lil Duval talked to a trans person for 4 months and couldn't pick up on that they were trans, they don't deserve to die because he was interested in it. Girls sit up and watch the Valerian previews since January. Went to go see the movie in July, and it was a flop.
You're trying to trigger me?
Killing the director at the stake. What are we doing now? We killing Rihanna for piquing our interest in the movie because that's the only reason why we were really interested.
Let's separate those topics because I might say yes to some of that.
Oh, okay. It's time for our icebreaker.
No. Who are you?
Oh, what is my name? I'm so intoxicated. You did this
the person across the microphone for me is Ronald Matters of RonaldMatters.com, of Ebony magazine, columns, and all the things that you can find
on the internet. Yeah,
people on the internet saying, I am the Superman, TheSupaman, and you can find me anywhere you want to find a nigga. And this is Here For It Podcast, your colorful commentary in everything sexual health, mental well-being, and wellness.
Okay.
And a whole bunch of hot topics.
You drunk too? Because that is not the tagline, but sure. Our icebreaker this week. It says... Where does it say? Oh, Lord. Oh, Anonymous asked... Well, I'm using it as an icebreaker, but it was
Anonymous.
Yeah, Anonymous asked... So... ... You go over to chill and somebody asks, hey, do you need me to... And you ask... Hey, do you need me to bring anything? Because, if you're going over, you want to make sure your experience is about to be comfortable. And they say, yeah, bring toilet paper. How do you respond?
The transmission in my car fell out. let me get my car back together and
let's reschedule this. Can I do a rain check?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make it because you have no toilet paper in your home. So right now you fleeted and you weren't able to wipe the things from your thing before you got in the shower because you didn't have no toilet paper, and then you want me to come over. I'm not coming. Literally. I'm literally not coming.
It says, so you go over to chill with somebody and you ask, hey, do you need me to bring anything? And they say, yeah, toilet paper. How do you respond? I
never been through that. Never experienced that emotion.
I'm clocking out because I thought I was the... Okay, so maybe because I thought that I was the receiver in this relationship. Why do you need to be... You do need to wipe front to back because I don't want those smells while I'm down there. But what is going on? Are you versed and didn't tell me? I'm being catfished. Where's Neve?
Well, at least he didn't ask for baby wipes.
I'm confused. Oh, wow. Baby.
That would have gave his whole shit away.
Sir, no. This is a whole I'm dating you and... No.
Yeah, that's in a relationship like, babe, pick up this checklist of groceries, including fleet, because you know how we like to get down.
Okay.
That's if we together, but...
If we not... Reclaiming my time. I don't... You know, what he forgot to tell you was, when you are on my time, I can reclaim it. I said, yes! Come on!
And with that,
Auntie Maxine.
And with that, let's also not forget to let the to not let the Donald Trump circus that is going on in the White House distract you from the fact that you too can be compensated if you have mesothelioma. So there's a lot of shit going on. But don't be distracted. If you have mesothelioma out there, you can be compensated.
Or if you have vaginal mesh.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's a vaginal mesh? Well, I know what vaginal mesh is, but I'm like, girls don't know what vaginal mesh is out here. They just know that they went to the clinic because their coochie was acting up and the doctor installed a little something in there.
Yikes. So, there's a lot going on with the Trump White House. A lot. Every day. But don't be distracted.
So, in my column, The Outburst, that I do for Project Beaux Incorporated here in Washington, D.C., my column I talked about this month was about transgender military people. I'm saying this wrong. Servicemen and women. And there was supposed to be a decision made July 1st that was supposed to expand where new applicants who openly identify as transgender can apply. Like, for current people already in the service, they could get all the benefits, come out and be open and all of those things. That was done back in 2014. But they set the mandate for 2017, probably before he knew Trump was going to win or even be a candidate. They had set July 1st, 2017 as the date that they could openly accept new applicants. It's a lot of trans men. And that's what they've been doing on the internet. It's like showing a lot of cute trans men that are in the service. Oh, it's some cute trans men out there in the military. And I don't know what to do with my cooch, with my bus or whatever we call it this week.
Wow. Bus? Like a whole bus? Like a school bus?
It's short for bussy. Like, you don't want to say the E part on it, but...
So, are you like a Greyhound bus or like a...
I had
a mega bus?
I made that post for my column for Project Beaux Incorporated here in D.C., but I had no clue that 2 business days later, Trump... No, when I wrote my post, it had been delayed, an announcement until January 2018. 2 business days later, Trump was like, girl, we ain't waiting, child. Let me go tweet this out right quick. I was like, bitch, now my July column is totally irrelevant. And I'm out here looking like Sean Spicer. Here today, gone tomorrow. I'm out here looking like Scaramucci. Here today, gone tomorrow. So what am I supposed to do for...
His official start date. Anthony Scaramucci's official start date. Even though he been out here communicating.
Yeah, he was...
He been out here doing shit. His official start date was August 15th.
He got his new hire letter and was out here acting up.
He hadn't even officially started yet and was fired before he was officially started.
I ain't even did all his text forms.
And his wife
do text forms in the...
And his wife filed to divorce him when he took the job. So can he be like, listen, I don't got the job no more. You want to take me back?
Well, what I heard was the last straw was when he missed the baby's delivery because he was sitting in a meeting with Trump. Mm-hmm. I'm not missing the delivery of my child. For nothing Donald Trump got to say. And I don't even work here yet.
For a part-time president.
I don't even work here yet.
She ain't going to be full-time. Anyway, so...
Hot topics?
No. That is a hot topic. So, the trans ban is something very, very important that we all should be listening to what's going on in the news and what's going on because it can affect all of us. If they will attack the smallest number of us, the weakest number of us, they will go after you next. Do not feel safe when they attack your brothers and sisters.
The B segment gonna be next, and then what?
Then you,
because a lot of the B segment is real quiet. The bisexuals are not.
So don't take that in a stride of, well, it's just them girls over there and they're the other. It can be you. If they are in open opposition against them, they will be just as open in opposition against you. The whole trans ban thing, I made a video on YouTube about. Go search.
Please go watch that video. That was a great video, by the way. I meant to commend you on it, but I feel like if I gave you a compliment, you would. I can't.
Thank you. But I made a whole video about it, and I won't recant the video on the podcast. But I made a video about it. But the trans thing is very, very important throughout the last week since we last recorded because
Bobby Valentino out here.
It's been a whole bunch of trans issues.
Donald Trump out here.
So the question in Hot Topics where this intersects is back to our conversation last week about disclosures, about when to disclose your transness to someone that you're potentially dating, potentially fucking, or just getting to know. So when do you think it should be? So last week we talked about disclosures of STIs and STDs. This week, with everything going on in the trans community, we should definitely highlight and talk about when to disclose your transness in dating, fucking, relationships, and other.
I was watching a video earlier today on YouTube, and the guy was saying, like, you know, like, as a trans person, when you're walking down the street, the way that men catcall people that they're interested in, that is not the right time to disclose your transness. Like, I'm just walking down the street, about to go to get me some Talenti gelato, and this straight man pulls over in his Lexus, and, hey, baby, hey, shawty, because I'm thicker than a snicker out here. Done pulled over, blocking traffic, and I'm like, now was the perfect time for me to disclose that I'm trans. He might have a gun under his seat and shoot me on the street because he's embarrassed. I know that's not the time.
Absolutely, that's the time.
If I am in bed with a man, and you said to say it before he's putting on a condom, if condoms are part of the conversation.
And sometimes it's not when you are trans, you don't have a choice.
So I don't want it to become a domestic dispute situation. So, like, hopefully, like, you go to a public place where you know that you feel safer. Like, maybe, like, babe, let's meet at a park on a bench today, or somewhere where he can go his way and you can go your way, and then, you know, or just definitely in a public place. I feel I'm not trans. I don't know. Just this is my commentary on it, but hopefully it's in a public place where lots of people will be around, and someone, in a camera phone world where everybody's recording instead of helping, hopefully someone will help you instead of just record the incident.
I agree. I think it should be handled in a place like a mall where there are security officers and or police, that if the situation gets out of hand, someone officially can step in. You should handle these things like people handle divorces. Oh. So this might be the end. This might be the end of y'all relationship or friendship when you disclose that I'm a woman. Yes, I'm still a woman. I'm a full woman, but I'm a trans woman. And so when you're saying those things, you have to make sure that you protect yourself, because already this year, 2017, we're on the 21st death of a colored transgender woman. You do not want to be colored transgender death number 2.
Minorities
number 20. Number 20
out here.
Yeah. What is 22? Yeah, 22. That's where I was at. So make sure that you're disclosing it definitely in a public setting, and in a public setting where there are people and officials to step in if there's anything to go awry.
Like, babe, let's stop by the police station today.
Not necessarily the police station. That's already kind of
okay. You can
but
make
I mean,
it 60. You don't know what.
Yeah, but the person that you know can quickly turn into someone that you don't know.
You don't know, because you're still getting to know that person.
Yeah,
so.
and even in getting to know him, like this young woman that was dating Bobby Valentino. If this was literally allegedly a 4-month engagement, she might have felt comfortable enough to be going through all of that shit that she went through with him on video because they had been together for 4 months. Mm-hmm. Not to mention the other celebrities that was in the room. In other videos.
Because the day before that, or 2 or 3 days before, Lil Scrappy was in the room, and somebody else.
What's the one with the
Young Jock
with the auntie haircut?
Yeah, Young Jock with the auntie haircut.
Yeah, she got the auntie haircut.
This is the family reunion haircut 2018. This so futuristic.
That's the haircut when your auntie got her shit together after she been in jail and she was on crack for like 5 years, and now she back
her
out.
Good friend like, girl, I'm not gonna have you in the streets like this.
Right, and she got like some good hairspray now. That's the haircut that Young Jock got.
When I got it just did.
Just did?
Hello?
So, disclosing your transness in open public settings with people that can step in officially is the safest answer. The safest answer is definitely just not going to be the bed, unfortunately. That's not where we're at. Maybe in 20 years, 30 years, where people are more aware of what's going on.
And we'll be looking back and saying, like, y'all don't even know what we went through for y'all, Lord.
But right now, the best that we can do is make sure that we put out things to protect our trans brothers and sisters
in this moment.
Because it's not just trans women that will go through this. They're highlighted right now because it's so much death going on. It's so much angst against trans women. But the same things can happen to our trans brothers.
Amen.
So make sure that you're at least attempting to do things the most safe way, because people are not the same after, unfortunately.
Trans rights are human rights.
And before we get completely off the topic, we brushed against the Breakfast Club thing. And one thing I would say to the Breakfast Club is, y'all
are not you sit up straight in your chair.
Okay. Yeah. I want to make sure that it's loud and clear. And if someone wants to tag Charlamagne, Angela Yee, or DJ Envy, please do. The Breakfast Club is not the only radio station or the only radio show that's popping. You're number one right now, but you're only number one right now because number two doesn't have the same ratings. And you can easily become number 2 or number 3 with shit like this and with not addressing the fallout like you should. Properly addressing the issue of a problematic guest coming on, just like if a guest came on to this podcast and said the things that Lil Duval said, I wouldn't be laughing and joking with him because I'm like, oh, well, I just want to make the guest happy and I don't want to, cause friction or anything like that. No,
She needs your platform.
I'm right. So Janet Mock is everywhere right now. Where's Lil Duval? Lil Duval ain't on a press tour, ain't promoting no book. Janet Mock is on a press tour and is going to be in other places where she can speak positively about herself, her image, and her book. You're protecting Lil Duval because you're protecting black masculinity. And you're absolutely incorrect in that. If you want to be an advocate, don't say we're an advocate because we brought Janet Mock on. Be an advocate when Janet Mock ain't in the room.
And that's how you know your real friendships.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the face of deniers and detractors, be an advocate then. I don't need you to be just an advocate when I'm right here and I'm telling you about my book and I'm famous and you want people to listen to your show because, look what they got on. Look who they got on their show and blah, blah, blah.
Can't wait to these comments.
And then a whole couple days later, you got somebody else that's trashing your previous guest and you're not willing to even stand up and have the integrity to say, hey, no. We can't even go down that road.
I think.
And Charlamagne tried to say, I said no. I didn't tell him that it was okay to kill him. That's still not being an advocate. That's slapping a baby on the wrist when they need an ass whooping. And so Lil Duval in that moment needed an ass whooping. He didn't need a slap on the wrist.
He needed a switch.
He needed a whole ass whooping. And Charlamagne, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee are at fault for not giving him the ass whooping on their show. And I'm not here for it.
In my wrap up, I will say they did say things, but it's sometimes, all of the time, it's not what you say, it's the way you say it. And so even though Lil Duval was coming from a quote-unquote comedian's perspective with it, and there was a joking manner, some things you can't joke about. Because they set up and read Chrisette Michele when she was like, oh, my Basquiat skirt. And I went to the Trump inauguration, but I had my Basquiat skirt. And so she was trying to be serious yet comedic about her Basquiat skirt and performing at the inauguration. But they held her down face first in the carpet about, no, ma'am, correct that, fix that. Uh-huh. But when it came to fixing Lil Duval, they were like, no, you can't kill him. No, that's so silly. You so silly. And then DJ Envy holds up the book like, so what do you think about her? I know that he attempted to hold up the book to say, isn't Jenny Mock a beautiful trans woman? And it didn't go over well, but then there's still so much more reprimand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when you 5'3", child, and on MTV too. But there's that.
Part-time, not even full-time on MTV too. Anyway, so Janet Mock being a pillar of the community in general, not just the LGBTQIAA community.
Come on.
The community, black community. For someone to attack her in the fashion of, I don't know how that would go down. I'd have to kill her. All of that, that is where they should have stopped the conversation and said, no, that's not cool. Because if he had said the same thing about Beyonce,
oh wow,
that whole room would have changed.
Wow, even the little girl that presses commercial break.
That whole room would have changed. And I love Beyonce down, boots, bangles.
They wouldn't upload that interview to the internet. I don't think they would just.
But that's the difference, and that's the point.
Broadcast.
Is if he had said the same things about Beyonce,
they don't want these problems.
Those problems wouldn't have been on the air. We wouldn't have been talking about them.
They don't want them problems.
So Janet Mock and Beyonce's lane as a pillar of communities is the same. Respect them the same. And I reclaim my time. I'm not ever watching anything Breakfast Club ever again. Thank you.
It feels so bad. I feel so bad because I love watching their interviews when people.
I don't. Sorry.
So I have a surprise announcement. The Superman and we are 21 episodes in, and Ed the Superman demanded that we have goals. He was demanding this relationship. And I was like, look, we got to have goals, okay? So our goal for our 21st episode is to get love from you guys, more love. We demand more love if you'll give it to us.
Absolutely.
So
if you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me?
Woo, J-Lo.
See, I'm doing performances. I'm already doing performances.
You have a job, J-Lo. It's a struggle job, but you have it. So we have joined Patreon, and we are excited to announce this. And we hope that you guys will give us your support. Check out the link in the description below for your chance to get exclusive access to bonus episodes that will only be uploaded to Patreon, question and answer videos that will only be uploaded to Patreon.
And these are extreme. We will answer any question and answer. So if you're an ex out there and you got enough money.
Have you ever put your foot in a man's butt?
I will answer that in the Patreon video.
I've always wanted to know that. I'm sorry, 8-9 years of friendship, I've always wanted to know that. Because you got big toes. So if dudes let you put your toes in their butt, it probably will hurt. Or do it feel good. I don't know.
I'll answer that in the Patreon video.
All right, now. Receive personal videos from us and so many other rewards. Make sure you check out the description below. It's patreon.com/hereforitpod.
And you definitely want to be in the Here For It Hive. So when you go to the Patreon and look at all the options, pick which option is best for you. I'm cool with all of them. But if you're going to be really down and you want to be in the Here For It Hive, we've got special things in store for you.
I like that we created Here For It Hive on our Instagram. So check out #HereForItHive on Instagram just to give you a beginner thingy, show you some things that you might not have seen. And check out our Patreon and donate, subscribe today, tomorrow, next week. I know you get paid on Fridays.
Absolutely. We have close to a couple hundred subscribers already, even though a whole bunch of people listen for free and don't subscribe.
11,000.
But if you want to keep this podcast going, You want to keep us employed by talking to you every Wednesday.
Come on, employed.
You need to help us help you. Thank you.
We appreciate you helping us. We do it for the community. But we also have some goals. So check it out. We have 2 goals right now.
I do it for the vine.
Discontinue tease. Reclaiming my time. Are there more hot topics? Or?
Of course. This week just was fucking nonstop. So I'm not going to give y'all all of the headlines. I'm just going to give you a quick splash. Quick splash. Amber Rose is Philly's best.
Oh, she said she was the best looking girl coming out of Philly. Hoes could never.
Woo!
Not sips.
So tequila. Amber Rose, did you see your pictures before you became Amber Rose?
She saw the pictures, and that's why she got her rejuvenation.
No. That she couldn't have seen these pictures. She couldn't have seen the same pictures that I seen, and declared herself the best coming out of Philly. I've seen some beautiful women in Philly, and I'm not going to even take anything away from Amber Rose's beauty because Amber Rose is beautiful. Is she able to call herself the most beautiful person, most beautiful woman coming out of Philly because everyone else just was other when she was coming out of
Somebody
Philly?
else already did the short blonde haircut, girl.
No, you're not able to claim that title.
You're not innovating anything, girl. You just copied Eve.
Absolutely. And you didn't even look like that before we knew who you were, before you were a stripper, before you were somebody's girlfriend, before you were the captain of the slut walk. You didn't have this look.
You said she mixed with China. Oh, okay.
No, she not.
Oops.
She mixed with brotherly love, and she needed to show some sisterly love to the women in Philly and not proclaim that she's the most beautiful. There's going to be somebody to come behind you. You need to mentor and uplift and not all of this fucking...
Especially with the Kanye gig. I'm like, Euro, how did you flip that? Yes, mentor me. $20 an hour, how much you charge?
Absolutely. Philly girls didn't hesitate to let her know.
Okay.
Over the past couple days.
Knock, nigga.
Nah, ma'am.
Knock.
You cute and stuff, but you ain't the only one. So... God bless Amber Rose.
We love you, Amber, but get well soon. You sick out here. Absolutely.
The other thing is our other Lily White girlfriend that's blonde.
You know I love the word Lily White. It makes me so happy. I love Lily, so I love white Lily.
Who is also unemployed.
Oh.
Also on Obamacare.
Oh my God.
Is trashing Obamacare while she on Obamacare. And I say this
at the Politico panel arguing with
Chelsea Handler. And that's not who you want to fucking argue with about this.
Cause
so if you don't know who Tommy Lauren is,
we know.
You can find out who Tommy Lauren is on YouTube. Don't really click her videos and give her no views because she don't need no more dollars. She's unemployed right now. And we want to keep her unemployed.
She on her parents' plan, to be exact.
She was on a panel arguing conservative viewpoints against Chelsea Handler, who's a comedian and a
shock jock kind of.
Yeah, avid liberal. And while attempting to defend her points, when asked whether she was currently on healthcare, she admitted that she was currently on healthcare, her parents' healthcare plan, because she was 24, and Obamacare allows you to be on your parents' healthcare until you're 26. So she's effectively on Obamacare while trashing people that want to be on Obamacare, while trashing Obamacare itself being a future way of allowing people access to healthcare. So
ridiculousness. No MTV. Child.
She picked a side and she picked the wrong side. So Tommy Lauren, I'm not here for it, and I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced at all. You trying to get booked at shit, trying to get you a little booking fee to come on and talk shit about shit, but you not real at all. They fired you from your last job because you said you were pro-choice. You come out saying that you own Obamacare. Just run on the same ticket with Elizabeth Warren if you really a Democrat out here. Shut up.
My thing was, when I first heard the news, I was like, I wonder which representative at Blue Cross Blue Shield or United Healthcare has revealed this. But no, she came out and said to herself, very Donald Trump style. Very Donald Trump Jr.
You know what? I'm going to clear everything up by telling on myself. So,
the stupidity in the Republican Party. It's like No Child Left Behind left all the girls.
Every child. It was like, well, can we find a way to leave any more kids behind?
24 years old, loud and wrong.
Yeah. And so while we're still on the semi-political...
Oh, before we change the subject, I want to acknowledge that Obamacare said openly what he came up with is not the be-all, end-all. It was just the beginning to start with something because we had nothing at first.
Absolutely. And
he openly admitted that.
Yeah. And the whole premise of it was the same as Medicare almost 70 years ago now, where...
people thought it was crazy.
Where it was crazy at first, but it needed amendments. It needed tweaking before it became Medicare and Medicaid today. And now over half the country benefits from Medicaid and Medicare programs. And we can still say the same, that Obamacare will be doing the exact same thing 70 years from now because them hoes can't replace it.
Even at 1:32 in the morning when they all get together.
And that's where I'm going. That's where I'm getting to. So while we're reclaiming our time this episode, I would like to reclaim my read to John McCain. Everything I said was still valid, but what you did...
the execution of it was a pussy.
Absolutely. And so what you did to try and help... I guess you heard Here for a Podcast. That's what it was. And then after you heard Here for a Podcast, he was like, you know what? I'm going back in the chamber. I'm going to give them nasty thumbs down because I don't want them queens reading me next week. And so I'm reclaiming my read because he did the right thing. He stood on the side of the right place in history, and the Obamacare repeal died in the hands of John McCain, by the hands of John McCain. So I applaud him and thank him for that. But my reads last week still stand.
If for any other Republican, because don't fly back from Texas,
Arizona,
after receiving the health care, the benefits of Obamacare with your brain tumor, then come and say, no, I vote to talk about this for 20 more hours on the floor. Miss, like I said last week, putting my pen in my purse, and I'm going home because Trey coming over. I'm not debating with you no more. Get out of my face.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of the pundits said that he had already had his mind made up when he made the vote, which made it even more weird to me that you would vote to have an argument after you've already made your mind up that you weren't going to support it. But
you know how bottoms be out here. Bottoms be like, I would like to argue, yes. I would like to argue for 20 more hours, but what I said still stands.
I said what I said.
It's a bottom move. I just realized that in saying it out loud.
I'm only gonna do missionary. No.
Well, no.
Only
missionary for the whole function?
Yeah. People bottom sign up for that.
I'm reclaiming my time. I reclaim all the tops out there. I reclaim your time. I'm claiming it. Just put the off days on my vacation leave.
Wow. So you're going to take the place of those other bottoms on Doggy Style, on like Bride and you know, the book. And
like when you do like a revised Doggy.
Revised Doggy?
Like you can revise anything. Like put one leg up.
Do you mean reverse?
Tell him to pull
your hair. You talking about reverse cowgirl? I was like, revised Doggy? How you revise Doggy?
It's just like doing P90X.
Oh, P90X on the dick.
If you can. It's just like the 60-day program. Yeah.
Oh, it's a whole program.
Yeah.
Well, so this week on this past episode of Insecure, we're not going to recap the whole episode, but something was said that I think that we should go over.
Okay.
Cheated, but not a cheater. So it was referenced that Issa is someone who has cheated, but she is not a cheater. Do you think that someone that has cheated one time and or more, we'll see soon.
I was going to say, because the saying is if you've done it once, you'll do it again.
Absolutely.
Because the first time was the test, so you understand what the fears and the
consequences of it is.
Yeah, but after you've done it that one time, you know, well, hopefully you learn. Like the second time, don't tell my boyfriend.
Or lie to him. Shit, if I'm going to
tell him it happened in 2007. Because that was a year that everything happened for me. I was 21 in 2007. A lot of things happened. So don't hold that against me. Was I 21 in 2007? I might be making it up. But a lot of things happened in 2007. I remember specifically.
Blackout came out for Britney Spears.
Yeah, like I was drinking Everclear heavily.
Woo.
With a wine punch. It was college. So just blame it in 07. Just but don't say you did it in 2016.
So because
17.
Have you cheated on someone before?
I had 2 relationships going at the same time.
So you definitely cheated on someone before.
Yeah.
So in applying that to yourself, are you a cheater then?
I haven't done it since that because I felt so bad. I broke up with both of them.
So then you just made some latitude in the argument of you can have had cheating in your past, but not be a cheater.
Yeah, it's not
because do you think you would do that again? You don't think you would cheat again?
No, I don't. I wouldn't do it for me because it's too much work. And like I have here for a podcast. I have RondaMatters.com. I have a real job. And I also am trying to date someone currently, hopefully, in there somewhere. So, like, dating 2 people at the same time?
You ain't got to date them. Shit, cheating don't mean dating. Cheating can mean a whole bunch of things.
Well, then I'm single and just out here having a good time.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can be that. But don't be leading people on like Tasha, because Tasha really thinks that she's in a relationship. Because when he confessed that he had reneged on his coupon to go get some more of that Easter puss, she was like, you need to go. But I'm not dating you. We just having a good time. So why are you putting me at your house? And then 2 days later, she calls him back over. It's like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you apologize in the parking lot, but I'm cooking. I mean, well, do you want to play? I mean, like, girl, so are you mad or are you still trying to feed the nigga? You know, food is the way to a man's heart. And the pussy is the way to his soul, especially when you got pierced nipples like Tasha do. Oh, my God.
Well,
I saw her nipples and I was jealous. I was like, bitch, I don't even do puss, or tits, but yes.
They are kind of cute.
Real
But
cute.
she also still might get...
I didn't notice in season 1 when they were doing it. I only noticed
it was her ass in the air. You didn't see her titties because she was face down, ass up.
That's the way Lawrence liked to fuck.
Baby.
But
well, sometimes he liked to fuck like that in season 1 because season 2 apparently he liked to fuck on the couch.
Back. What is this?
No, it was on the couch. He fucked Issa on the couch with her legs around his waist.
But remember, the season opened with him holding Tasha's leg up and he was hitting in front, like they were both laying on their side, and he was.
So, what's the actor name that plays Lawrence?
Jay Ellis.
Jay Ellis. Does he need some more practice? Because if he do,
you signing up?
I am signing up.
Oh well.
I don't. I want to help him be great in Insecure, because I like the show and
Come on, understudy tease.
Yeah, I want him to be great in Insecure, and so if there's something I can do to help him, I would.
You said we weren't going to recap the whole episode. So.
We're not, and we're done. So I have a listener question that I think we should definitely answer.
It's probably about sex. Is it about sex?
It is definitely about sex because all of the listener questions that come my way are about sex. This listener question has come from He Who Is Great.
Hallelujah.
He Who Is Great asks, hey man,
what's up?
I know you're always looking for hot topics to discuss on your Here For It podcast, but can you please answer this question? Why tops come over and...
I want you to bring tissue.
Did you just connect? Did you connect to these listeners?
Well, I'm triggered. I'm so triggered.
Why tops want to come over? Why tops come over wanting to fuck and can't get it up? Is it the anxiety, the bottom, or what? Thanks. So you as a top, how would you?
Not me as a top. Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time. You got really red in the face. You got really
because it was funny.
Okay, so my answer to the question.
Yep, go ahead.
I personally, and I know this is going to sound like bragging, boasting, but when it's your real life, it's just your real life. I literally have never encountered a man come over and not be able to get it up. So
there's power in the penis.
When I hear but this isn't the first time I've heard one of my sisters come to me and ask for advice on this. And I also, the answer I give to them is, you have got to relax, because if a man knows that he is comfortable conquering you, LOL, if he is comfortable enough to take the next step, which would be the sexual penetration element, there is no reason why he wouldn't be hard because he knows that, like, well, this is a requirement for the job. So if you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, or maybe you need to have more conversation with him before you get to a space where that is what's going on. Like, so what kind of stuff you like in the bedroom? Like, you need to have the conversation because just because the last guy you liked you to lick the area between the balls and the back door. The new dude that you like, you might be back there going to town and he don't like that. You need to, I hate to go back to vagina power, but this is my Bible.
I've been thinking vagina power this whole goddamn question.
If you want to earn your man, you need to learn your man. And you need to learn,
Ecclesiastes 13:2.
You need to learn what makes him, ready for the situation. So maybe you don't know what he likes. And so what happens when a man can't get it up? It's not him, it's you.
I humbly disagree that it can be more than you. And the way that this question is
well, you're the person it applies to, so I don't know.
The way that this question is asking, bitch.
You couldn't get it up, why you can't get it up?
Ronald Matters has been versatile in 2017. Don't let him lie to y'all. There could be definitely outside influences. Okay. So me, I take it as like a pride thing. It would be very prideful of me. Like, I do not want you to walk away from this experience and tell 5 other bottoms that nigga came over my house and couldn't get it up. He couldn't fuck, blah blah blah. Because
30,000 followers on the internet, he couldn't get it up. Girl.
Right. So I don't need that bad news bear out there spreading news for me because you out here fucking up my blessings, and that might be the one for me that you'd have told the shit to. So I'm motivated by that to keep my dick hard when I'm going to those situations because you're not gonna be out here with that shit. But from the medical perspective, there are outside influences that do affect men's erections that could be affecting his erection that day that he comes to hook up with you. It could be outside stressors. It could be he already been fucking too much. I'm gonna let that sink in.
There was a pause on purpose.
It could be, he has other medical things going on. Plenty of other diseases and disorders.
Diabetes, his big toe dying because of no blood circulation.
Plenty of other diseases and disorders can hamper erections because you don't have circulation flow. So it may not be all you. You need to make sure that you make a consideration that it's you. But it may not be all you. It could be the nigga. It could be the nigga don't even really want to throw dick.
Just say that then.
I don't say it.
Well, say that before we get in the bed because I've been fleeing and
eating salad.
My cat and eating light.
Or not eating salad.
Eating light. I didn't say eating salad. Eating light.
Eating ain't cheating.
Portion control. That's what they told us at the Jenny Craig office.
So if he can't get it up, one, verify that there are outside influencers.
But when is the time to verify that?
I mean, if it's just a hookup, then count your losses and be like, okay, well,
I'll keep a tail mark over there above the bed. Or
then don't call him back because he had his chance to audition and interview, and he showed up not in business casual.
Come perform on the first day of the duties.
If he don't show up in business casual and he don't got his resume, you're not interviewing him for the job. You're not gonna call him back.
Very Anthony Scaramucci.
So,
fire him before start date.
There's plenty of other hard dick out there in the world that's gonna be hard for you.
Confirmed. There's more men on this earth than women. So it's a lot of hard dicks out there. So
thank you for that question. He who is great.
At the Superman forgot to lead with, send us your questions to our email address, hereforitpod@gmail.com. Please send the questions to the email address, Lord. Easier to keep up with. Or just send them to any inbox where you see at the Superman or at Ronald Matters on social media. We will take them there, but please, in the email, easier to keep up with. I got a question from the email, and it starts with 4 asterisks. I got a question.
That means it's real special. Is the question real special, or is the nigga that wrote the question real special?
You are judging our supporters and very trans realness. I'm not standing for this. You need to recant or apologize or something. But it says, I got a question. How do bottoms end up with loose booty and no walls? Isn't taking a shit the equivalent to a woman doing Kegels? Shouldn't that thing tighten up? I'm just so confused as to how the booty lose its grip. Thanks, Mr. Jones.
Which one of your exes,
on Facebook?
Which one of your exes is this?
First of all of my tops are discreet. So,
they are. Okay.
They're not sending this kind of stuff.
Whew. So am I answering this first? Or?
Yeah, because you're the person. You're the sexual health expert in this.
So
I'm so confused.
the activity.
He confused. I'm confused. We need a top.
The activity of taking a shit is natural, and the rectum is made for that, created for that, to do that all of your life. That is not a Kegel exercise. So you can do Kegel exercises for that anus and the anal tract, but taking a shit is not one of them. That's something that just happens. It occurs.
That's the pushing out, and a Kegel is the pushing up and holding
and constriction. It's about constriction. It's about constriction and holding the constriction to develop more muscle control. But
come on, muscle control. That sounds like an episode title.
That sounds like a SZA album.
Yeah.
Petty boots.
Petty boots.
Niggas' balls be loose because niggas be doing too much with their ass.
Taking foots up there.
Subscribe to the Patreon. We'll talk more there. When you do too much with it, then shit, it's gonna get wore. It's gonna get wore out. There's nothing wrong with being sexual. There's nothing wrong with exploring your sexuality, but you have to say
the anal cavity is gonna say.
The anal cavity is gonna tell you when it's had enough.
Yeah, like girl.
And you can do them daily checks, you can do them weekly checks or them monthly checks, and be like, you know what? Last month it didn't look like this. What have I been doing this month to make it look like this? There's nothing wrong with grown man pussy. We've covered that in previous episodes. Certain pussy levels, certain ass levels are for different people. So, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit freer walls than tight walls. There's nothing wrong with that.
Because you said if you cannot get into it to have sex with them, then
it's not fun.
The point of this.
Nope.
So you got like 7 inches girth. What is the point? What did you say that to say?
I say that to say that do what your walls can handle.
I'm asking you how big your girth is. You got like a regular girth, or you got like a little bit bigger than usual girth?
Are you my man?
Well, subscribers, I tried.
So
ask on Patreon. So, you can't deny it when the girls subscribe to the Patreon.
I can't deny it on there.
Okay.
But do what your pussy can handle. Do what your booty can handle.
Do what your pussy can handle. Wow.
So
this sounds like a t-shirt. Still working on t-shirt ideas, I promise you.
Well, actually, that sounds like the very first t-shirt. So do what your pussy can handle. If you don't feel like you gonna want people to be talking about you next year, next Pride event, that you got loose pussy, stop fucking 7 big dick niggas a week. Fuck one big dick nigga a week.
Cause you know what? When I read this, I was like, I already know my answer. Even you get tired of going to work and the conditions be all over the place. Yo, anal canal is tired of coming to work and being loose. Ain't no management out here.
It has no chance to retain or be retentive.
Chance of success.
So
it's gonna be loose.
If you want to try a 12-inch dick, that's fine.
One.
One.
Maybe 2. Over a 6-month period.
Okay.
But I'm doing both in 1 week.
Yeah. Allow yourself to come back from that experience.
Literally.
Because that ain't no experience that you can. Well, some people can do it every other day.
But they still look like other stuff, and it's called gaping. Mine don't look like that.
Gaping, protruding, anal prolapse is what all of that is. And if you don't want those things, then manage your pussy better.
And you're gonna have to see a surgeon. You can't just go down to the free clinic.
And there's nothing wrong with having any of those things, because those things are useful to some niggas out there, not to me. But some niggas like that.
I looked at the surgery. They put staples up there, and those staples have to do something. I think they dissolve. Do staples?
Stitches dissolve. Staples
They put stitches up there, and the stitches dissolve.
Yeah,
but it's just.
But there's such a high infection rate because of everything that's passing through there already, plus this actual surgery, that is just it's a very hard thing to do.
And so you don't want to subject yourself to that. So
when you get your anus rejuvenated, it still has to perform the work of anus.
Yeah, so you have to eat light for those 6 to 8 weeks. I'm sure you have to be on a modified diet. Oh my God.
But
songs for our souls or something. Let's just change the subject. I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. I don't.
Govern your pussy accordingly.
Amen. That's like another shirt. Govern your pussy accordingly. I'm writing all these. I have a note app that I'm writing down.
So this week I actually have 2 songs for my soul. 2 songs for my soul.
You're cheating on me.
Because we're living in a society where
Trump is president.
And I gotta remind people of our LGBT sisters and brothers. And then the other song for my soul was going to be my original one, but we're living in this trans-American situation.
Actually, my song for myself fits into this theme. Wow. I'm prepared this week. Never, ever am I prepared. But
write that down. As a bottom, Ronald Matters is never prepared. So my song for my soul for the LGBT edition is What Do You Want From Me?
Oops. Who was that by?
This is by Adam Lambert.
I was gonna say, is that by Phyllis Hyman? Because she had song titles like that.
Yeah, she got a lot of attitude. She got a lot of attitude too, but this ain't by her.
Shout out to Adam Lambert.
This is Adam Lambert. Literally right after he got off of American Idol. This was like his first single out, and it was basically looking for understanding in a relationship while you're in the midst of your own mental illness, and they may be in the midst of their own mental illness, and you're questioning where you are in the relationship, whether they are gay or whether they are bi, or whether they are trans.
Been there before.
And coming from a singer that has vocals for days, years, that is also gay, the song was very soulful to so many gay people when it came out because he was not unapologetic about being gay. He made it quite clear that all the songs he was singing about was about niggas.
Right now.
Not niggas, but boys.
Men.
Because he's what? Anyway.
Young adults.
So anyway, that is my LGBT song for my soul because we definitely have to highlight and talk about that because we are in a stage where LGBT people are being diminished right now. And
demeaned. Yeah.
And demeaned. And so, What Do You Want From Me? So, check that one out if you've never heard
Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert sings Down Boots. My second one is the R&B classic that was like the end of an era because this is when niggas stopped crying for pussy. Like, this is like right after this era, this is when it was I'ma beat it up. I'm gonna make it as wet as possible.
And the song started coming out with that bed squeaking noise on it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put my dick all the way to your throat.
Yo, what? You gonna do what?
Yikes. But this is the end of an era. So Jodeci, Cry For You came out 23 years ago today.
Too bad you 31. Oh, you're old.
Fuck you, bitch. You said my real name and we're not even on Patreon.
Are you actually 31 years old? I just made that up. I don't know.
My industry age is 25.
Oh, shout out to you.
Anyway.
That beard make you look old, but sure.
Cry For You came out 23 years ago, and it was about crying to get the affection and the attention of a girl and say, look, I'm emotional. I'm a real person. I'm not this whole masculine macho type of guy. If I have to cry for you to tell you how much I love you, to tell you how much I care for you, to tell you how much I want you to still be in my life, I will cry for you. By Jodeci, 23 years old today. That is my song for my soul.
So, before I do my song for my soul, since we are just here breaking the rules and doing 2 songs, I want to give a shout out to you guys for leaving us all these comments on SoundCloud last week because this literally is our most commented episode on SoundCloud. Insecure Disclosures. And Gotta Get Beefy said, you know what? Something always happens the day y'all upload. And I'm like, shit, you are so fucking right.
He a prophet.
I cannot wait. I know something's gonna happen while we upload the episode, but
so no telling what the fuck is going on right now. But if something major goes on right now, tune in next week.
And my song for my soul is, I'm gonna read the lyrics when I can get back to my Chrome app. Okay, come on, iPad.
Come through, Lyrica Anderson.
I'm gonna tell you the lyrics. It says, I may not be a lady, but I'm all woman. From Monday to Sunday, I work harder than you know. I'm no classy lady, but I'm all woman. And this woman needs a little love to make her strong. You're not the only one. Shout out to Me Telling Trade. I Am All Woman by Lisa Stansfield. That song, I don't know what happened. Like, this song came on.
The realness. Ow.
This song came on. It's a ballad by Lisa Stansfield. The woman who sings Been Around the World and I Can't Find My Baby. It was a remake of the Barry White song. But she also has an original song called All Woman. So Lisa Stansfield, All Woman. I was just, like last week, I was all up in my humps, my lovely lady lumps. But this week, I have come into full womanhood. And All Woman by Lisa Stansfield is my song for my soul. Like, nigga, you not the only one that need a little love. I need some too. And I'm all woman. Monday to Sunday, working harder than you know. Just because you out there at the 9 to 5 working, don't mean that I'm not out here at the 5:30 to 11 p.m. when you go to sleep working.
She works hard for the money.
Oh, and I'm getting paid for it.
So hard for it, honey.
This sounds like your third song for your soul. You are like, ooh, serial cheater.
I'm a jukebox.
Well, I request Bruno Mars, Versace on the Floor. Start with the second verse. Exactly.
So when you donate to the Patreon, I will give you that.
Oh, wow. Exclusive Q&A videos.
Absolutely. Songs.
Bonus episodes.
I'll cry for you, girl.
Come on, actress. You an actress.
So, we have come to the part of this episode where we're going to tell you what the fuck we're here for or not here for.
Is yours serious or is yours cute? Or
Mine's cute.
I'm confused.
All of mine
So
is
should
cute.
I go first because mine's serious?
Cool.
Representation in STI marketing matters.
Absolutely.
I know that we always throw the black gay couple in the HIV marketing and, oh my God, black gay men, even though they still won't give the money to us or the resources to us, catch that dirt.
The bulk of the money or resources, yes.
So I know we were talking about Usher and herpes last week, but I was like, what is the difference between herpes and HPV? I really want to talk to my audience about that. And so I went to HPV.com because I'm like, I know that there's a website for that. And I noticed that it said the statistic I was looking for is 50% of new genital HPV infections occur between the ages of 15 and 24, which is why the Gardasil vaccine is so important. By the Merck and Company, they're a pharmaceutical company just like Gilead who makes Truvada for HIV. Merck and Company makes the Gardasil vaccine for HPV, which protects a lot of people against HPV and herpes, kind of depending on the type of it, because there are so many types. That might be problematic. Fight me in the streets. But anyway, while on the website, I noticed, and while I'm looking around, I'm like, okay, new page. It keeps up in these lily white bitches, and I told y'all I love white lilies, my favorite flower. But these lily white bitches out here, like one picture of an Asian or one picture of a young black person like age 18 to 19. But do you know who is most impacted by HPV in these streets? Black people and minorities of color. And that's what I was so confused about. I was like, so are they just not going to give us HPV marketing that relates to us because they gave us all the HIV marketing? I'm so confused. And then I went to the CDC and they report that black and Hispanic men have higher rates of HPV-associated penile cancer. So y'all out here sticking your penises and things and coming out with penile cancer because people have HPV, not herpes. They're different. And they're not telling, maybe they're not disclosing, or maybe they don't know, because there's a lot of forms of HPV that don't test positive or don't show because they just don't show. And also, Black and Hispanic women have higher rates of HPV-associated cervical cancer. So a lot of our ladies out here are also getting cervical cancer. Minorities, not these, my favorite word, lily white bitches, are not out here being the most affected by it. And also, among all races, men have higher rates of HPV-associated cancers of the oropharynx, which includes the back of the throat, the larynx, your voice box, where you end up having to get one of those, my name is Lucy and I used to have cancer.
I hate them fucking commercials.
Those commercials get on my nerves. So men overall are out here getting more throat cancers, having to have their tonsils removed because they have HPV, not just because, oh girl, your tonsils are irritated, they need to be removed. It's because you have a condition out here and they gotta go, unless you want the rest of you to be messed up. So I think that we should be holding Merck accountable because they're here promoting the Gardasil vaccination to 15 to 24-year-olds, yes, but we also have to remember that minority men and women are also still the most affected by HPV out here. And it was really getting on my nerves. Like, I clicked on another page. I was like, okay, there's a young black boy in that picture. Sure. Click on another page. Oh, they got an Asian girl with long hair in this picture. Okay, so this is the only non-white person. I will click on another page. And I'm like, I'm just really trying to do research for my people. And I don't see my people in this marketing. I don't see. This is why we need Black gay podcasts. This is why we need Black trans women on YouTube telling their stories to break these barriers so Lil Duval don't have a market out here. We need to be.
Lil Duval didn't have a market to begin with.
We need to be out here telling our stories and breaking barriers. And that's why we have Here For a Podcast. I hope you guys will donate to our Patreon, because we've definitely got to be creating platforms for ourselves. And if a Black trans woman can create, or a Black trans man, because again, when I see these Black trans men that they've been showing me in the Army, I will have to update my notes and update my DMs. But we are out here doing it, and we need to create platforms for ourselves. We need to hold other people accountable. With these pharmaceutical companies, they want all of our money. We need to be holding them accountable, because the marketing company is not putting us into marketing. All of us don't have HIV. A lot of Black gay people be afflicted with other things, and we still need to be represented. Come on, past participle.
Represented.
Representation matters. Put us in the marketing. Thanks. That's all I got.
Absolutely.
I hope people understood that, because that is really important to me. Representation matters.
It does.
Thanks.
It does. Especially when the numbers are inconsistent. So putting a white face on Black and brown numbers is unforgivable. This week, I am here for...
That long pause. You love the dramatics. Okay.
Drama.
Give it to me.
I live for drama.
Give it to me, Teddy.
I like robbery and fraud.
You from Detroit, probably.
This week, I'm here for all the Beyonce rumors that are continuing to swirl about her signing on to be in the live-action Lion King.
I thought it was that show that Michelle did. What was the name of that show?
Michelle does shows?
Aida or something. Michelle Williams was in something that was Jay-Z produced. But this your story. Let you tell it. Okay, come on.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about shows that Michelle does. But Donald Glover, and Danny Glover are currently attached to Lion King, as well as who played the previous Mufasa? Darth Vader. What's his name? Shit.
Oh, I don't watch Star Wars, so don't reach out to me. Sorry about it.
I'm out here on my own. Anyway, so the original Mufasa has signed back on to voice Mufasa again. Donald Glover is attached to voice Simba, and I don't know who Danny Glover is voicing, but maybe it's Scar. But they are currently attached, and Beyonce is in the final works of signing on to be a part of it. We don't know whether she's going to be Nala or Sarabi, or maybe a new character or whatever.
Oh, that's what it says. Broadway beat. Beyonce set to star as Nala in live action remake of Lion King. Wow.
Oh, so she would be Nala. Cool.
Wow.
So the rumors continue to swirl. They've been swirling for a couple months, but there were so many places today that I felt it's absolutely cool for me to report it, because if so many people are talking about it, it's probably real at this point.
It's on BroadwayBlack.com.
Yeah.
All the things happening black on Broadway. Wow.
Absolutely. So I'm excited to see Beyonce come to a cinema again, whether it's only in a voiceover role or whether she's going to be doing like live action, dots, and they'll be mimicking her face movements and shit. Whatever the fuck it is, I want to see and or hear Beyonce in a cinema, and I can only imagine Blue, Sir Carter, and Rumi going to a Disney show and listening to their mama at the Disney show.
That's gonna be so epic.
So I'm fucking here for it. I can't wait.
Was that your? Oh, that was your here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too. I was like, can I be here for it too? Nah. Here for it hive. Hashtag.
The Here for It hive is definitely here for it. So we have come to the end of this show.
1 hour, 5 minutes later.
As you know, when we get to the end of this damn show, if you've been listening to all 20 episodes before, we take a shot.
And get your Dasani waters or your
so take a shot.
Light cups.
Take a shot with us, because you never know what my last call is going to be, and you definitely don't know what my co-host's last call is going to be.
My last call is always black excellence.
All right,
a toast.
This week also, I'm excited about the return of an icon. We all have watched the music videos of this icon. It actually launched MTV. Like, MTV was just not what the fuck MTV is today before this show was around. I don't know who they're going to get to host, but they need to pick somebody great and epic. TRL is coming back officially. And it is my last call today, because I used to love TRL. TRL would be the world premiere place for a lot of huge people's videos. It would be a opportunity for us to get to meet and mingle and talk with superstars on TV and see them come down from their pedestal and come down from their chariots and talk to common folks.
Amen.
And I live for the video age. Like, we don't have the video age on MTV anymore, and MTV basically is a reality TV show channel at this point. And if we're going to incorporate music videos into music television channel again, I'm here for it. My last call is the TRL is back, and I can't wait to watch it.
I definitely remember being excited when Destiny's Child was nominated for a Grammy for their Lose My Breath performance on TRL. And it meant so much to me, because it's the performance where they start in the back and Kelly's in the front and they got the drums, and then they walk down this long hallway, and then the band is going dun, 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 and Kelly is serving you down that hallway, and then they come out into the crowd and the crowd goes wild.
And Michelle is doing the best she can.
Of course, it's Destiny's Child. And then Beyonce does the first verse, and it's, ooh, I put it right down. And then Beyonce's hitting the choreography and singing live at the same time. And then it gets to Kelly's verse, but Kelly is pre-recorded. But also, Kelly has that fluffy wig. This is the era where she's got the black fluffy wig. So she served you hairography, so she can't sing live. But anyway, main point.
At that moment, she couldn't sing live.
Destiny's Child was nominated for a Grammy off of the TRL performance. And I was like, damn, you could really be nominated for a live performance at TRL. And it just meant so much to me for Destiny's Child, especially with their last album, Destiny Fulfilled. And I was like, I wonder why they're calling it this. And they didn't reveal it till the third single.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Girl, the Destiny been fulfilled.
We done. Thanks.
But I definitely love TRL. TRL was good. I feel like in a world where Sierra was able to gain a lot of popularity, because we didn't have it, Tinashe did. Anyway, music review. My last call is to me, because it's my birthday month. 8/23, first day of Virgo. Today's August 1st.
You got 3 whole weeks. All right.
Look, I gave support to Tinashe, Sierra, Destiny's Child. I can support me a little bit.
The boat's not big enough for all
Not
of
just
that.
a boat. Basketball Wives got on a yacht, and Jackie Christie wanted to get off because she said she was going to fight Evelyn. Ma'am, did you see the recap video where Evelyn jumped across the table? Jackie Christie, what you going to do? Anyway, back to me in the newsroom. It is my birthday month, 8/23, first day of Virgo. Very detail-oriented, can be very crucial with my details. It can be a blessing or a curse. But I'm also very loyal. And what are other good qualities about me? Or bad ones? I don't know. Shit, it's my birthday. Thanks. Donate to our Patreon. If you love me and want to support me, support the Patreon because that's what I'm here for. My last call is to this being my birthday month. And I just really want people to.
He low key don't have a last call. Cool.
I am my last call. Shit. Survival instincts. Mm-hmm. That's all I got. That has been this week's episode of Here For It Podcast. Subscribe to us at Here For It Pod on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts,
SoundCloud,
Google Play, Stitcher, Acast, Pocket Cast. And I submitted the application for Spotify, but Spotify is acting real upscale. Even when I submitted the application, it said, just because you submit one don't mean we're going to call you back. And I was like, oh, this sounds like the DC job market.
Triggered.
So,
thank you guys for listening. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment below, and we will see you next week.
My name is Ronald Matters. I was like, I'm not gonna say my name one more time. My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters, and of course my blog ronaldmatters.com.
And I'm the Superman, TheSupaman.
Holla.
Bye.